All right. Welcome back to Sports Talk in the Mancave. Today we're going to be talking NBA preview and best duos. So it's starting up. When's the first regular season game starting?
It's Saturday, man. I dressed up for the occasion. Lakers.
Ooh.
Spurs.
I'm gonna get myself
Spurs.
Yeah, so they open up on Saturday against the Clippers. It's going to be, I guess, a big opening because everybody wants to see that LeBron against Kawhi matchup, right?
Man, I say Clippers take that one.
It would have been a lot better if Paul George was playing.
Yeah.
Paul
There's
George.
rules with them, man.
Oh,
It would've been
Kuzma. Who's Kuzma?
What
Kuzma's
I don't know.
not
Look up the
playing.
He's a
USA.
big three.
Kuzma's not playing. Kuzma. Paul George is one of the big two guys on that team. Kuzma's like a throw-in.
No,
He's the third guy.
No, he's not. I'm not.
You want to see them both at 100%. That's what you want to see opening night. We're not gonna see
Yeah,
that.
we're not gonna.
So
see
it's
that.
really not gonna.
But we're missing 50%.
So they're
the
resting
Clippers
them
are
already.
missing 50%, and these guys are missing.
So I don't know. What do you guys expect? I guess let's go. What do you think as far as? Let's talk finals already. Let's talk NBA finals. Who do you expect is going to win it all?
I'm gonna go with my team, the Lakers. I think that they're just bigger, stronger than everybody else. I mean, if you see them in preseason, I know that preseason doesn't count, but you can just tell, but just by looking at the team, they're just so much bigger than everybody else. They're versatile. They can guard different positions. The 5 and the 4 spot is, it's legit. You have AD and you have JaVale McGee, and then you have Howard, who's playing really good, rejuvenized basketball back. I mean, I think they're going to be tough. They're going to be tough to score because they've got perimeter guys, and they got guys that lock you down the perimeter, and they can guide you to those posts. And those posts, they're gonna alter a lot of shots.
So what do you think will stop them if they don't make it?
Injuries.
I was thinking the same thing.
Injuries.
LeBron got his first serious injury last year. I think out of his whole career, right?
Yep.
And I don't think it's gonna get any. Well, I think he's getting older. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, he's getting
So if anything, it's probably.
Well, the good thing about that is that I think that now he doesn't have to be like the biggest leader with now his little teammate over here, but he's not going to have to put that much energy into. He didn't put too much energy into the 40 minutes that he played or the 38 minutes that he played. He played like 20 some hard minutes. But now he's not even going to have to do that, and the floor is going to belong to
Can
him.
relax a little more.
Yeah, it's.
Yeah.
I don't think that's a good thing for them though, because I don't think they're gonna. If he relaxes so much, they're not gonna be able to get to that rim together.
No, he's gonna be able to go back to the guy he was in the East, where the season he didn't have to play too hard, but then postseason comes up and he's LeBron, and he showed good flashes the other night of being really good.
Yeah.
I mean, he showed. We were seeing a game that they were playing against Golden State.
Yeah.
Golden State, and he showed,
Yeah.
wow, the guy's
I mean,
still explosive.
yeah, no
At
doubt.
34, and he's still like, when they're 34, everybody's saying they're going down, and no, he's doing good.
I think it's gonna come down to the Clippers and the Lakers, and I don't think anybody else really has a shot. Not even the Warriors.
And I'm going for the Clippers. I'm going with Vegas. Vegas gave the Clippers the edge on getting the championship, and Kawhi, just Kawhi.
Exactly. I think
and,
Kawhi puts them over the top.
And that's my thing. Depending also on injuries, how many games Paul George or Kawhi missed. Kawhi rested. He only played 59 games, so he rested about 20 some games.
Yeah.
So last year, and still came up and was the man in the playoffs, and I think he can.
So you're picking Clippers. You think? So who's going to take it?
I'm taking Clippers.
Clippers.
Yeah. I'm taking the Lakers, and I just want to kind of go against what you were saying right now about Kawhi. If they were both free agents right now, Anthony Davis and Kawhi, I think that the majority of people would go after Anthony Davis and Kawhi. Right now, he's a better player. He's a better player. He guards the rim, he protects the perimeter, and he can shoot.
I think you're mistaken.
And if you look at the stats, he's better all around. And if he's down maybe 2 of the stats, and it'll be like by 1 point. But off the bat, he can rebound.
What did Anthony
shots.
Davis do for his team in New Orleans?
They took him to the playoffs, but tell me his best teammate.
Okay, that's the thing. In basketball, you say that one guy can have a big difference. I've seen LeBron take trash teams to the finals.
In the East.
He couldn't even take the playoffs.
In the East.
And win.
won.
He did take him. They upset Portland. He did take him with Rondo, Rondo.
And last year Kawhi had Danny Green, and he did it with Danny Green.
He took those.
Danny
He
Green
won the championship.
But he won the championship.
The Raptors had the best record the year before, and then they had the
In the East. What happened
Yes,
to
that's
in
what
the
I'm saying.
East? In
That's
the
what I'm saying.
East.
Yes, that's what
Kawhi
I'm-
won the
What's your
championship.
point?
Exactly.
With the
What
Raptors.
what you were saying.
Because
right
of
now,
injuries. He got
Kawhi-
there. He got there because of injuries. First of all, because of injuries that everybody else had, and then once he was there was no way they were going to be Golden State. They were healthy. So it's like LeBron going
No,
over there, and
no.
it's like LeBron going last year to the finals, and then the Golden State got.
You can't say that.
Yeah, the Cavs
You
would have
can't
won
say
too.
that. You
I
can't
think
say that.
Kawhi
Would've
showed
won
that
too.
he's the best player in the NBA right now at this point.
No.
Kawhi was amazing last year. Now, what one team could actually come and surprise everybody? Is there any team out there that you get?
Hey, take
this
my
team-
Spurs.
It's gonna be weird to
Take-
say this, but I think the Golden State Warriors can surprise people.
Nah.
I think they.
No.
If you remember them before Durant, they were pretty. They had 73
They were
wins. They had
great.
73 wins. I think Durant came in and changed the whole offense. If they can go back to what they were before, they might have a chance because they were with Klay Thompson and Steph Curry shooting those threes.
Yeah.
They were really good. They had 70.
I'm
I'm going.
taking-
Go ahead. You want, go
I'm,
ahead.
yeah, I'm going to take the Spurs because the Spurs have that good inside middle shot game,
Yeah.
and now with this new guys coming in, Forbes and White and all these guys, they can play defense, and Murray can really play defense. I believe that their defense is going to be ranked right up there in the top 3 teams, and I believe that their shooting could come around, and the bench that they have with Bellinelli, Mills, and all of these that can
Daddy
really shoot.
Mills.
You
Yes, sir.
convinced me, man. Spurs,
Yeah,
baby.
Yes.
What team?
No, that was real cute. Okay. Anyways, let me get to my point. I'm going way opposite of Carlos. Way opposite. Okay. I don't even know if
Surprise.
Golden State will even make the playoffs because I saw them play. They don't have any more. This is an older team. It's not the same team they had 2-3 years ago. Yes, when they had Clay and he was healthy, and they had Steph and Draymond Green. This is a totally different team that's been decimated by free agency. So right now, the way I saw them, they couldn't get their offense going.
But what I did see in that game,
And defense.
but what I did see in that game, I saw some of their younger players taking outside shots
Yeah,
as well.
but no, it's not gonna
But-
happen when the game
Well-
when they play with the big boys.
Yeah, but they're gonna.
You know
but,
what? It's not gonna happen.
and the
Those
game
guys
that
aren't
we-
even gonna.
And the game that we saw Curry didn't play,
Right.
so they're not gonna have to take all those shots.
Yeah, but I've seen it. But I saw him play before, and I just looking at the personnel, that team has been decimated by injuries and free agency, and they're older. They're not the same team they used to
But
be.
is there one team you think can surprise
Yeah,
everybody
that was
and
the
make it
question
to the
you-
final?
The only, well, I just wanted to
the
go
other
out against him on that topic, but
Yeah.
I think maybe Denver is maybe the only team that can
With
maybe
the Joker?
as a
The finals?
surprise. No, he said surprise.
Surprise,
that
yeah.
the
Like
Lakers, yeah.
surprise in what way? The
Like,
finals way?
where
Well,
they
finals
can
there
sneak in there,
way
or
deep
not
in the playoff play.
Philadelphia in the East.
Doesn't. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, the East
Philadelphia.
with Embiid.
But that's
No, well,
is
Simmons
it-
also
is
is
anything
found
really a
the point
surprise
shot.
in the East? Who's the
I
favorite?
mean, it's-
Well, they're gonna be the favorite. 76ers.
Yes, that's not a surprise.
Yeah. Well,
Well, if it's
that.
coming from the
it's
East.
because I guess we're just really convinced it's gonna be the Lakers and Clippers.
No,
that are
no, no.
gonna decide.
We're not convinced of nothing.
Yeah, you know I love the Spurs. Yeah, come on.
We're not convinced
It's
of
the
nothing.
Spurs, baby.
We're not
I
really-
said
yeah.
Clippers.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
We're
second
dealing in
team-
reality here, but if you want to go ahead.
Yes.
That will be
yes,
that
I
will
am.
be your surprise pick. the
For
Spurs.
7 years, I was listening to you how the Lakers are going to do.
Well,
This is
Alright.
year number
Well,
8.
you know,
Like you're talking about the
Hey.
some of these teams
Yes, I
have
am.
great combinations and good duos, and I want to know exactly who you think are the best duos. And we'll start over here because I think we know.
I was
where
gonna go
you're
last.
Oh, you want to go last?
Yeah,
We'll go
ahead.
last. God
Well,
knows
my
how
best
many-
duo, the whole reason I chose the Clippers is because I don't think I think Kawhi with any All Star is gonna be the best duo.
Yeah.
And right now he has Paul George with him. They were both MVP candidates last year. Paul George, I think, was a little ahead of Kawhi in the regular season, right, for the MVP race.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then Kawhi showed what he had in the playoffs. I think those guys together are really gonna, and I think they can. They're good defenders. They're not lazy, you know, and I think that's LeBron's issue lately.
Yeah.
That he's been a little lazy on defense. And
So the
I think
Clippers.
the Clippers.
I know they're going with the two top that people are thinking.
Oh
but
my
I think
God.
But you're going.
yes, those are the two top ones.
Yeah,
you all
but
are going to go with them.
I'm just expecting
And
to
I'm
do
gonna-
somebody
and
from the Spurs. I don't know.
Patty Mills and who else?
I
and Greg Popovich.
Ginobili from the bleachers.
Who are you?
No, I'm taking another Texas team. I'm going to take the young guys from Dallas,
Okay.
Doncic and
That's your
Porzingis.
Houston. Better pick than Houston. I'll tell you that.
Yes, this guy, they got somebody in there probably as good as Nowitzki with Porzingis and
Potential.
Doncic.
Potential.
Oh, he's played.
No, that's
he,
what-
he
no,
was out
no,
last
no,
year,
no,
but he,
no, go ahead. I
he's
just wanted
proven
to say he has
himself.
potential to be
He's
as-
proven
as
himself.
dirt.
And this Dante was what 19 last year,
Yeah.
and he played with the big boys, and he did a great job. Watch out for that.
I
dude.
still think he's a
Watch
little
out
too
for
young.
that dude.
I still think he's a little too young.
Well,
We'll see.
he proved himself last year. Now he has
He
a
did
year
good,
under
yeah.
his belt.
And now
What,
Gilbert.
what, what, okay. Now that we're here from the JV guys, let's talk about the Lakers.
Now let's hear the predictable guy. Let's hear the
This-
predictable guy.
The Tecos bullpen.
Can I talk? Can I
Captain
talk? Is
Obvious.
it
No,
my-
no, 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 no.
I didn't interrupt you guys.
I think anybody that watches the
Yeah.
Steelers know what you're gonna say already.
All right, I'm going with nobody else but AD and LeBron.
Okay,
There,
just beat-
there,
beat
there
that out
is
for
no
you.
contest at all. They got AD, who is Tim Duncan on steroids. He's versatile. He goes inside, he goes outside. He shoots a high percentage. He alters shots. He makes everybody better. And he's never had a teammate ever as a legit all-star. Never. I mean, if you can name one, that's fine. But I mean, not anybody that really stands out.
Boogie Cousins.
You put him, yeah, but he got hurt. He didn't play the whole year.
Who? Okay, Tim Duncan on steroids.
Mhm.
What did Tim Duncan do, and what did AD do?
AD
with
has handles.
Tim
he
Duncan
has more
turned
range.
the franchise around.
I understand that. No, he's only 24 years old though. 25 years old. He still has potential. I'm just no.
Tim Duncan
You know what?
is
That's
here
another.
too.
That's another. What's it called? Debate.
Okay.
Okay.
We're talking about the best duo. So you're putting AD, who I think is top 2, top 3 player, and you're putting him with LeBron James. That's gonna rejuvenate both of them, and they're gonna make both of each other better.
Okay,
You know?
so you're not going to
Constantly
surprise anybody. He got the first, what Vegas would say is going to win. He got the second, and I got the surprise right there like, as a duo.
So why didn't you choose them as a surprise team?
Because I'm not too aware of their other shooters, but they do.
But
They
that-
do have.
but that combo is
yeah,
good.
yeah. That's
It's gonna be a
great
fun
combo.
season. I wish that
They're going to open up
KD
the
wasn't
floor
hurt.
for the other shooters.
I wish that KD wasn't hurt. That way we could really see what's going on in the
A
entire
whole
league.
year on the
They would be
bench, man.
they would be the favorites in the East, in my opinion. But now it's really open.
Yeah.
And David, who do you have?
Well, I don't have anybody.
Okay.
I'm not gonna
Great.
pick. I'm gonna wait
Wait
till
and
mid-season
see. Wait
and
and
then I'll
see.
pick, man. We'll see. No, I don't follow basket as closely as you guys do. So
I don't know.
we'll
Do y'all want to add anything about the Houston duo?
I don't think that's gonna work.
No.
I said the same thing a couple of years ago,
Yeah.
and you said that it would work.
Yeah.
And they're two ball handlers. They're gonna have to figure each other out.
I think
And
they both take a million dribbles. Like last year, I think Harden led the league in dribbles. He had more dribbles than the entire Golden State Warriors
and double
team.
steps and
Yeah, like and then you
Yeah.
put Westbrook on that team. Like who's gonna dribble and who's gonna shoot?
Yeah, I mean,
They're
when
gonna have to
when
figure
they
it
got
out.
CP3, I was one of the only ones that I know from people that I talked to that I agreed with that because they were totally different players. You had a right-handed point guard in CP3, you had a left-handed point guard with James Harden with opposite type games. Because CP3 is more of a defender. He likes to distribute the ball. With Russell Westbrook, you have two ball dominant guys. And that want the ball. It's the fourth quarter. Who's going to take the last shot? You know what I'm saying? I mean, the way Russell Westbrook is
I
the
think
ball.
it's gonna be like when LeBron
it's-
went with Dwayne, that it's
Look,
Harden's team, and Harden's gonna have to take the last shot.
Yeah, but you cannot compare Dwayne Wade's game to what's it called, Russell Westbrook. In the fourth quarter was
No,
Russell
but it was
Westbrook
LeBron. It
takes-
was LeBron.
LeBron took the back
LeBron
the
got
first year.
told, "This is my team."
The first year, and how did that work
Yeah.
out?
LeBron did not get told
And how
LeBron.
did that
Yes,
work
he
out?
did.
Yeah,
He did. Yes, he
Yeah,
did.
well,
See,
well, he
I
took
read
the
it.
second-
I
well,
read it.
yeah.
Yes.
He conceded, yeah, and how did that work out? They didn't win until LeBron was the dominant guy the following year. So,
Thank you for admitting that, by the way.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it's gonna work because they both dribble too much, they both shoot too much, and then in the fourth quarter, who's gonna take the shot? I think it's gonna have to be Harden. I think Westbrook kind of took a step in the right direction last year when he would concede to Paul George, and he would do that more often than even with Durant.
But then what happened when he got to the one battle in the playoffs when it really counted? What happened? He
He's
tried to go.
He's a competitive dude, and
Yeah,
it got to him.
And that's the thing. His emotions get to him, and he takes erratic shots.
He's emotional.
After the first 20 games of the season, we'll address it again. Try to hit the duos again and see how you guys are doing with those picks.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And-
and remember that teams win championships, and these guys are gonna play for Pop. Spurs are gonna be there.
Wow,
Spurs are gonna be there, baby.
that's nice.
He said it here. All right, guys. Anything else on the NBA that you all want to discuss? Is there any?
Let me just. No.
Let me just tell
Or
you about the
Lakers.
Lakers. Hold on.
I don't know if you know Kuzma, but these
Let me
guys
talk about, let me talk about the coaching staff and the bench.
Guys, all right. So the NBA is gonna start. It's gonna be fun. We haven't even talked baseball, but we're probably not gonna talk any baseball
Because his team lost and mine is in
Yeah,
the World
Astros,
Series.
Astros, baby. Go Astros.
Go Astros. Go Tubi.
All right, guys.
Go
Thank you
Real.
for joining us. Next up, football.